Hey there, friend. How you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We are checking in and seeing what is going on for you, Pisces. Sun, moon, and rising will be the most dominant. I have cleared the space, so let's just connect in. I hope you've had a good weekend wherever you are and whatever you are doing. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what is going on. Current energies for our Pisces. Ooh, we've got the Four of Wands showing up in the current energy. Let's see what's crossing this energy right now. Okay, we've got two energies showing up here. We've got the Moon and the Eight of Wands. Okay, I feel like there's something imminent coming on in, okay? Right now, there may be some uncertainty around a connection or around an opportunity or around something that you're working towards or want to succeed at. This could be a relationship, an opportunity, an invitation somewhere, feeling connected to something. I feel it's incoming, okay? So if that's challenging you right now, it's a waiting game. I feel like there's going to be news, there's going to be progress or something of that nature. Let's have a look what's happening underneath and influencing this. The Emperor. Beautiful. So for a lot of you, this could be related to a masculine or a particular role that you're perhaps wanting to succeed at, some goal that you want to achieve when it comes to your work or with someone particular right now. There may be, a certain way that things need to go for somebody. So if this is related to some form of work, this could be, there is a certain way forward in the way that this flows or works out. This could be in terms of, a certain relationship or dynamic, a partner. There just seems to be a way someone is structured potentially, or the way that something is expected to roll out or come in. I feel this is really positive, guys, So sometimes I think I just keep hearing there's some form of structure. So I feel like it's the way someone flows, the way someone works, or the way something does work in terms of it coming to fruition or coming to light or coming into connection. Let's have a look how the past is impacting today. That just flew right out. You've got a King of Wands energy. So this could be something that you've been quite focused on. Again, you do have Aries energy, and then you do have fire energy, which is also Aries energy, Leo, Sag, showing up quite strongly. But it's also someone who is very committed, connected, driven, ambitious, goal oriented, goes and lets people know, here I am, making it happen kind of energy. And the Emperor is just, I feel, a little bit more controlled and a little bit more held back, but also very determined, very in charge, right? There's no confusing where the Emperor's at. So there's something here either about, I just keep hearing, you've got this, or I've got this, whatever this is about. If some of you are looking at changing direction, going a different direction, if some of you have changed locations, traveled, there's an aircraft here, which is really interesting. Again, how Spirit gets me to look at certain things. So there could be some change that was made, or you're looking at making some change. And I think it's also, remember to stay focused. What do you want? Where are you going? Why have you gone there? There's some reflection here that's really important. Interesting, underneath, we do have the Empress energy and the Three of Cups. Obviously, Emperor there. We've got the Empress there. So I feel like there's a pretty solid connection or something coming in that you're going to be pretty happy about, Pisces. Okay. Let's see in the headspace. Ace of Swords. The clarity you seek is coming. That's what that's about, right? This is in the headspace. This is what's going on in your thoughts and your mindset. Clarity, truth, direction, breakthrough, understanding. I feel like there's some connection, some news or something you're waiting on that's a little bit held back right now. And I feel it's coming, okay? Let's have a look at the near future. It's like you just want to know something. You just want to be focused. You're waiting on some clarity potentially here or, yeah. So Five of Pentacles is in the near future. Let's have a look what this Five of Pentacles is about. The High Priestess. There's a sense of loss somewhere that's going on. I'm going to break that down a little bit more because I feel like there's more going on here. Someone could be feeling left behind in something. Or there's something that, like a situation that you're currently in that is making you feel potentially a bit left behind or not included or at a loss with something. But intuitively, I feel like there's something coming in. Let's see what your power is in this situation. 7 of Pentacles. I don't know why I pulled 2 for some reason. I wasn't anticipating to do that. But then you got the 8 of Pentacles. So there's something around work that I think, you know, time, energy, effort that you've invested in here. This is Pentacles. So something's increasing, okay? Something's kicking up a notch. Something that you've invested in over the period of perhaps your life, time, experience, I feel is growing, okay? And the rewards are coming, but it seems to be around work or some effort and energy you've put into something. This could also be if you've studied and put a lot of time and effort in your studies and invested in that. I feel, again, some of you are going to achieve some form of job or specialty that you're focused on, and I feel like you're going to see the rewards and benefits of that, okay? Let's have a look at your current environment. You have the star energy. Okay. So it's like some wish that you've been wishing for. What else do we need to know about this star energy? Let's get a little bit more on this star energy. Thank you, Spirit. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Something that you've been really hoping for to turn in your favor, you know, something to that this karmic energy. Karmic energy is a beautiful thing, you know, your hard work, your hard effort, your lessons and what you take with that. There's a lot of luck and fortune on your side. Okay. And I think some unexpected, it's funny because it's expected, but I also feel it's unexpected in a sense of, maybe this came out of nowhere and it's here right now or in your energy and it's something that you were wishing for and it just landed. It's something that happened potentially really fast, really quickly. Yeah, so I don't know if this is a person that's come into your life or a potential job opportunity, but it's allowing you to see things and I feel life a lot differently than maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago or something of that nature. It's like something's landed, something's shown up here, okay? And it seems to be that something around the home front or something around something that you want to do and succeed at, okay? The Four of Wands is, you know, your home life, your happiness, your connections, your tribe, something that has meaning to you, okay? And it's something that you hadn't seen that comes forward. And that could be the challenge here. Maybe that's something you want to succeed at, you want to achieve. And I don't know, I feel like things are falling into place for you. Look at this, the 7 to the 8 of Pentacles. After some hardship, you know, after some difficulties. It's like the thing you've been waiting for. Again, I just feels like showed up. So there's this unexpected element that's just showed up at some point in time if it hasn't already. Hopes and fears. 2 of Wands. There could be a point in time of just what's next? What do you got to do next? How do you succeed at the next step? You know, especially if you guys, you know, where do you take perhaps the relationship next? This connection, this job opportunity, like what's next? And that part of the hopes and fears is 2 parts of, I think there's, you know, future pacing on the excitement and the possibility of this situation. But there's also could be a part of, if it's not that, it's like waiting to hear what is next. So either which way, I'm feeling a lot of positive energy coming with it, Pisces, okay? Potential outcome. We've got 2 cards. Let's see what we've got. Page of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. Yeah, there's something or someone showing up for you. I still want to get a bit more and unpack it. Because this seems to be... I feel like you've got an opportunity here to do something again. And I take this more in the context of you could be coming back around to some form of work that potentially you've done, or there's an energy or a situation that has some familiarity to it. And I feel like there's an opportunity showing up or presenting itself that you get to explore. But let's just check a little bit more with this Page of Pentacles and what this is about in terms of the potential outcome. Thank you, Spirit. Page of Pentacles, what do we need to know? Okay, it's given us a lot. You got the Temperance energy, the Hermit energy, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. I feel like there's something here that you're wanting to build, wanting to create, wanting to grow. I feel like there's been a lot of time that you've connected to this situation or thought about this situation on what you want in your life. But I feel like this has been a part of your life too, that there's been a strong desire for to again, create or get connected to something particular. But I feel like you've also been on your own inner journey or own inner existence that you've been navigating this. And I feel like you've connected to something, but there's also, I think, a few parts on to get to this next stage. There seems to be a level up that's coming, or a push forward that's coming on something to accelerate it. And I feel there's a couple of parts here. I think for some of you, it's like, what do you need to do to make this work? How do you need to show up? I think there's some strategic element. And for some of you, I feel like there's something you're not trusting with someone potentially around this circumstance. So if this is someone younger, maybe you've got a child that you're dealing with, okay? And there's some connection here about that. Maybe you've been a little bit, not necessarily estranged, but maybe some of you haven't been as connected to that person in your life anymore. And maybe, you know, there's an opportunity or a new beginning. Maybe you guys have been connecting, trying to figure things out. But there could also be, can you trust the next stage? Can you trust the next aspect of what's going on? And it's not saying that someone's, you know, not doing the right thing. It could be more so, can this stand the longevity, or are we in a cycle? Are we coming back to a place that we used to be or used to know? But I feel like there's something that's really wonderful here, but there's also this element of, how do we keep it alive? How do we keep this connection alive? That's what it seems more like with this Page of Pentacles. And if it's not related to, you know, a child or something of that nature, I know that sounds a little left field, because I feel like this is a lot on, you know, wanting to succeed at something or a situation in your life. I do feel for some of you, this could be related to an opportunity. Page of Pentacles could be an opportunity, but it could also be a younger person or a child's energy in your life as well. But for some of you, this could be like an offer of something that you've once connected to, you know, in your career, or some familiarity around something. So I don't feel like this is something brand spanking new that you could be connected to, in a sense of, maybe it's work you've done before. Maybe it's a person that you've had a pretty significant relationship with, and maybe there's been, you know, a part of things that have been held back or not open up to a point of, like, I feel like there's been a slight disconnection somewhere at some point, and I feel like you're getting back on pace. That's what it feels like here. So there's been a disconnect to something in your life that hasn't fully flourished to the place that you know it can be. So it could be a relationship, it could be a career, it could be a person that you're dealing with. But I feel like the energy and momentum is building, it's reconnecting, but there has been a sense of loss somewhere. Or there feels like there's a sense of loss here. But I feel intuitively, you know, something's changing. And I want to unpack this more. I'm going to get a couple more cards from a different deck. I can't use that one because sometimes the system flags it because it has some, I don't know. I haven't covered up the nudie people on there. All right. Let's get a little bit more, thank you, Spirit, on this High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles, because I feel like there's more going on there. And then I'll clarify this Six of Cups. What do we need to know about this Five of Pentacles? Okay. The Tower showed up in reverse. As you guys know, I don't read reversals, but I want to connect into this energy and see what more this is about. Okay. Again, there's some commitment here around work or around... There could have been a sense of loss at some point in time, or a shakeup around your career. But there could be, after some difficulty, a new commitment, a new opportunity coming on in. Let's have a look more on this High Priestess and what you need to know. Yeah, there's something that you're succeeding at, that there's some interest. I think you've worked really hard to get here and something's moving forward, okay? But there could be some part of what do you need to do next? Or you're waiting to hear and see which direction someone is going. I'm feeling like a little knot in my belly. So if I didn't say already, you've got the Six of Inspiration, which is the Six of Wands. You've got the Page of Emotions, which is Cups energy. You've got the Nine of Inspiration, Chariot, and Two of Voices. So it's like there's a question if something's moving forward or not. Let's get a little bit more if something's moving ahead or not. Yeah, so you got the Page of Materials again. So I feel like you've got a couple of things going on here. This seems to be about, I feel like there's something work related, but I think some of you have got something going on in the home front as well. I just keep getting that. There's something going on either with a sibling or someone younger or a child. I keep getting that. Where there could be some healing going on for some of you. And there's like some loss here about, I feel you're growing in some area of your life, which seems to be more career related. I feel like things are growing there, things are building, but there's some sense of loss somewhere around a person. Some healing going on, or you're worried about someone, or maybe someone's withdrawn from something. Is there anything else you need to know? I feel there's success on the other side, whatever this is. I like I said, I feel for some of you, you're succeeding something in your career or something around your finances or something around the stability of home, but there is some sense of loss or disconnection or trying to get back on path with somebody at the same time that you seem to navigate, and it seems more on the home front or someone that you're very connected to. So I feel, like I said, I feel like there's a couple of things going on, and I get a little tight, in, like a little knot in my belly when I connect to that energy, that it's like you're worried about someone or something, and worried about something working out the way that you have hoped with the plans maybe that you've created with someone, and whether it's going to come about and whether it's going to work out. I feel like, again, there's been some healing elements going on, maybe for you, for them. Maybe there's been a form of separation for a period of time, and again, you've been trying to navigate that. So let's have a look at the outcome of this Six of Cups. Where are we going? Ace of Pentacles. So new opportunity here arising. Okay. We've got the 10, yeah. So whatever burdens you've been experiencing, whatever pressure on something, I feel like that's going to alleviate, Pisces. And then you've got the Temperance. Yeah, that's what I mean. Something's balancing out here. Something that you've been carrying for a while, I feel like you've got a fresh start on. Anything else we need to know? Thank you, Spirit. You've got the Eight of Emotions. So I feel like this is you finally can walk away from what's been difficult or what's felt like a sense of loss. Yeah, you're walking away from what's been missing. So maybe some of you are finally moving on from some financial difficulty or from something or a situation or person where there hasn't been a lot of energy in, or I feel like this is a positive thing. Yeah. Share one more for me on the Knight of Voices and we'll wrap this up. Thank you. Get back to this. Some news on something moving forward, some partnership, some opportunity here. Yep. whatever it is, I feel like it's asking you to stay confident in the approach and, hold back where you need to hold back, but be confident in whatever you need to show up in terms of this situation and shine your light on things as you would confidently. But two of inspiration, which is two of one's energy, can also be the next steps and making, taking on something that maybe you wouldn't have done before. And it's like you're moving away from things or situations that have left you feeling depleted. It's like you're moving on from that. So I do feel for some of you, there's quite a significant financial gain or financial opportunity that's opening up, or some form of stability around someone or a situation, something at home. But you're moving away too from, I do feel a difficult situation here. Yeah. So whatever news is coming on through, I feel there's a plan. There's a plan of attack. The news that you need to hear or uncover or learn is coming on in. And I feel someone's going to share what's next here, what's the next steps forward. And there seems to be, you've got the 10 of materials and the Emperor energy with the 3 of materials. So that's very work, career focused. A lot of, something here that's going to bring a lot of stability. But it also seems like you're also healing from something or reconnecting with something or someone as well that I think you've been wanting to do or connect with. And if it's not a particular person, it's an opportunity in your life, maybe around your career. Like I said, you've been wanting to accelerate that or get back into some form of skill or talent that you used to do before. There's something here that's shifting up and I like it. I like it a lot, Pisces. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Much love. Bye.